Hello, and welcome to Sisters Unfiltered. Tonight we're going to be talking about um, Natasha Leanne Wallen, is what her name started out as, and she later became um, Natasha Cornett. My name is Nikki Chanel, and I have my sister.
Candy, what up, though?
All right, y'all, we're just gonna jump into this because we don't want to make this too long. But this girl Natasha was born in Eastern Kentucky. She grew up, of course, they give you all the sad stories. She grew up in poverty, had a difficult childhood marked by instability, bullying, mental health struggles, substance abuse, and self harm. Um, Grade school completed was ninth grade, and she married at 17. But the marriage ended within months. So in 1997, Natasha had become the informal leader of a group of troubled teenagers who felt trapped by poverty and wanted to escape their lives. So on April the 6th, Natasha and five companions left Pike County, Kentucky, hoping to start over in New Orleans. So the group included, I'll go ahead and share these. So this is four of them, which is Crystal Renee Sturgill. Oh, she looked like a man. I thought that was my friend. And of course you have Natasha Wallen Cornett at the top left, and you have Joseph Risner and Edward Dean Mullins. Now you have the ages of 18, 18, 20, and for Edward, they didn't put anything. He was 19 at the time. And so there was one more person, but he was a juvenile. He was 14, Jason
Mm-hmm.
Blake Bryant. So of course I couldn't find a picture on him because he was a minor. So So they were trying to get out of Kentucky. Their car was unreliable. And of course, they talked about stealing a car or a vehicle during the trip. So at a Tennessee interstate rest stop, the teens encountered the, is that Lillelid murders victims?
That's what I would say.
Okay.
I would say Lillelid.
So we had,
Lillelid.
go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying Lillelid. I was trying to sound it out, but yeah.
Okay. So we had Vidar 34. I'm going to assume that that was the husband. And then we had Delphina, who was 28, Tabitha, who was 6, and Peter, who was 2 at the time. So they were Jehovah, excuse me, wait a minute. They were Jehovah Witnesses, and they were returning home from a religious convention. And they spoke with these teenagers at that particular rest stop. Well, at that time, the prosecutors argued that they had already decided to steal a larger vehicle, and this family had a van, which became their target. The family was forced at gunpoint into their own van and driven to a secluded road near Baileyton, Tennessee. So let's see. This is the place right here where they was murdered in 1997. Cute little country road,
Quiet.
quiet.
Secluded. Mm-hmm.
hmm Um, so sad, sad. So this is where they lined the victims up beside a ditch and shot them. So Vidar died at the scene. Delphina died at the scene. 6-year-old Tabitha later died from her injuries. And 2-year-old Peter survived despite being shot in the torso and through the eye, leaving him permanently blind in one eye and with lasting disabilities. So, out of the four, Peter was the only one that survived. Of course, they argued over who fired the first shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Evidence presented during the case indicated that the 14-year-old Jason Bryant was one of the shooters. Natasha said she did not pull the trigger and claimed she tried to stop the killings. Well, under Tennessee law, however, participants in the kidnapping and carjacking were held criminally responsible for the resulting murders. So the six fled in the stolen van and changed their destination from New Orleans to Mexico. So they were en route to New Orleans and they changed it to Mexico. I guess they needed to get out
Yeah.
of the states at that point. So just 2 days later, they were stopped by authorities near the Arizona Mexico border after attempting to cross without proper documentation. They were arrested and returned to Tennessee. So I found a picture of the photo looking from room 7 of the Collie Motel. It said the route the group took to Tennessee 2 days after their bloody party in 1997.
Oh, they went to the hotel afterwards. I thought they went before. Thanks for staying at the Collie Motel. It looks like in the mountains.
Well, that's Tennessee is kind
Yeah.
of over there by the mountains. Cause you remember when I used to go to Atlanta, I would have to go through those mountains to get to Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so I thought that was interesting.
Seven.
So this is a burn mark in the carpet, which the manager of the motel says is where the group started to burn 666 into the carpet in 1997.
Oh, wow.
So what that says, they were into that witchcraft and all of that other craziness.
And it's crazy because they were so young. And
Hmm.
hell, why was the 14-year old, why was he not a missing and endangered child? Like, where was his parents?
Hmm.
Her parents, his parents, yeah.
I guess that's a good question. I just wonder if he's out today.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, you know the news is buzzing. Um, so of course they went to jail, and initially the prosecutors sought the death penalty for the adult defendants. So that means those four, all except that 14-year-old prosecutor was wanting the death penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
I wonder what the 14-year old, how they participated. Like, I know he was there with them, but I wonder. And I do wonder if he's out and what part he did play in it.
Hmm. So this is one of the newspapers from Knoxville, Tennessee. And it just shows the four adults, of course. And it shows that they were on the run for 48 hours. And the bottom just tells what we just talked about. The name of the family, and the only survivor was was Peter.
I just want getting caught in 2 days. You just y'all didn't even ditch the vehicle. Y'all got out of y'all's car and got into theirs after you had killed them. Like I don't even understand that.
But that was the reason that they killed him, so
That's
that
what
they
I'm
could.
saying, and they just didn't think that thing through.
Well, I mean, I guess it's obvious that they
Maybe
don't.
they thought nobody was gonna find the people
I
that
really,
quickly, or
I don't think they cared. I mean,
and then you're gonna cross over into Mexico in a stolen. Don't they keep track of all that stuff?
but I mean, if they were smart, they would know that you needed certain documentations to.
Well, obviously they weren't pretty smart.
Obviously. So this is a photo I found where they're all in handcuffs. That's the young lady I thought was a man.
Well, she looks more like a something on this one, less like a man.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
She doesn't look as much like a man on this one as she did.
doesn't
As
look
she
as
did.
burly. Yeah,
Yeah, because she definitely looked like.
large, large.
Oh my goodness. So so the town was really upset.
Well, of course, something of that magnitude happening in a small town, of course, it's gonna send everybody into a frenzy.
As it should. Okay. So before the jury reached a verdict, all six accepted plea agreements. In March 1998, Natasha pleaded guilty to 3 counts of first degree murder, attempted first degree murder, kidnapping related charges, and theft. She received 3 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole,
Mm.
additional consecutive prison terms for the remaining offenses. So that's saying life. She'll never get out.
I was gonna say I don't know why they put all the particulars
I
on there
ain't
like
gone
that.
either.
I never understood that. Say her ass not never getting out.
And so she remains incarcerated at the Bledsoe County Correctional Facility. And they talk about what she did while she in. We don't care. And then it goes on to say, in 2001, investigators believe she may have participated in an assault on another inmate alongside Crystal Pike,
Just the
but there
yeah.
was insufficient evidence to charge her. That's unfortunate.
I was gonna say it's crazy because it wouldn't matter which one of them. One was on death row, the others in life without the possibility of parole. Hell, either one of them couldn't take the charge. I mean, what else could you do? Could you upgrade her charges to death row if she'd have gotten convicted?
I mean, but to me, that says, that you're not trying to do better if you're still doing all of that craziness.
I mean, at this point, baby, it's over anyway. I don't give a damn what she really does. She could start a book club. She never getting out.
So at first, I was kind of scared when I seen these and I didn't go and read. So Tom Pierce, the owner of the Reader Market in Delhi, he hung 6 nooses in front of his store for the 6 suspects in the April 6, 1997 murders. Pierce said he does not advocate lynching, but is staunchly in favor of capital punishment. I would have to agree with him on this one. They needed to do them like they did in the old days.
I was gonna say I think that would be a little grotesque. I don't think a lot of people would come for a public hanging. I could be wrong.
I would,
Um,
especially one where the crime, where
not
the
just say
crime,
you would.
yeah,
Well, the
what,
punishment definitely fits the crime for
yeah,
these people.
absolutely.
I don't think they would hang the 14-year-old, but I don't know.
I mean, he acted like an adult, so and so here we have Natasha.
Got her face beat. She might be living her best life in jail.
Mm, mm. I just can imagine the kind of, you see the characteristics, self-described Satan worshiper.
Did she say that, or did they embellish the story a little bit?
I mean, they wrote 666 in the hotel,
I
so
mean, they did
I
do
guess
that. I'm
it could
saying,
be.
how they interview people. She looks like she's in the middle of an interview on this picture. It's just like, is that something that she said to them in the interview? Like, I worship what's his face?
I can't. I don't know. I can't tell you that.
Mm, okay.
Uh, And so we have here the
So,
graves of the family,
wow, that is sad.
and they were from Norway, I think. So, like, the parents had to come over, and this is what they had to come for.
To bury their children who
Yeah.
probably came for a better
Mhm.
life or a different life. Let me say, I don't know if it was, I don't know, but that's wild. Mm, very sad.
Right. The entire set one, but that was still three was, yeah.
Running into a group of fucking misfits. Who
Hmm.
would ever thunk that? I bet they never thought that day.
Hmm. And this is one of the papers, the roadside murders. We cried like babies, and that's sad. When they gather to say goodbye to the family and friends,
I
got
mean, to
together.
kill a person, I think that would take a lot anyway. To kill a person for no reason, but to kill children, that's wow.
So it sounds like she was a devil worshiper too.
I mean, she worshiping somebody. I know who she worshiping. Worshiping now, Big Bertha or some damn body. But I'm saying, crazy wench.
So this is the 14-year-old. I did find a picture.
I mean, judging by that haircut, he participated.
Well, I had no doubt.
He looked like somebody out shooting another damn corn.
It said the court ruled that he should be tried as an adult along with five other youths, including
I mean,
one
he is a big
other
ass 15
juvenile
year
who are
old.
charged in the murder. The officer at right is unidentified. I'm gonna have
He's a big 15-year old.
to look him up and see what was his outcome, because I didn't find anything on that. So this is another case that sparks debate. How much responsibility should a group leader bear if they did not personally commit every killing?
Hmm.
She the group leader, she responsible, I say.
If they were following her lead, if she was in fact the leader.
Why are you trying to minimize these things with this
No,
with this?
I'm saying, I was just saying, I was playing devil's advocate. I don't give a damn about what's her name. Like, listen, she could have been rotisserie by now instead of housing and feeding her.
I totally agree with that one. Totally agree.
So,
Uh, and the next question was, could earlier mental health intervention have changed the outcome? I say it's possible earlier, before the crime was
I
committed.
was gonna say, damn, how early? Because she was what at the time, 18,
Okay, but
and the
still,
leader of a damn misfit gang. So how early are we talking about? You had to catch your ass coming out the crib.
possibly. I mean, you got to think about them little boys in Memphis. How old are they? They be robbing and shooting. And how old are those little
I
boys?
mean, I don't know none of them the YNs be. I don't know how old them YNs be. They just be
But
out here outside.
my point is, they young.
That's what I'm
They,
saying. I said young. Catch them out the damn crib.
okay, so the next question is, how should the justice system sentence teenagers involved in crimes this severe? The same way they do adults. And that's my final answer.
When you do something of that magnitude, when you are taking another person's life like this, like like in the manner that they did. Yeah, execution style. Yeah, yeah. You
Well,
should
you
get that
know,
same fate. They shouldn't even walk them to the damn jail. Just shoot them on the side of the road.
a lot of people that are in like the mental health field always get up on the stand for some of these kids, and they say their frontal lobe is not completely developed, and that could have something to do with the way they make decisions. That's a big argument that's been brought up lately in kids case when it comes to them being charged as adults.
I don't know. When you talk about the YNs in Memphis, I was having a conversation with somebody about that, about the crime here in Memphis and the poverty and the crime, and they were just stating that these young men are just products of their environment, as if I'm not gonna say it gives them a pass, but it gives you insight onto what's going on. But I don't know. I don't think that having a bad upbringing gives you the right to be out here doing the things that you're doing.
Agreed.
I don't think every situation is a mental health situation. Now, granted, it's some crazy ass people out here. I ran into one at the DMV the other day. That's a story for another day. But everybody, all of us, I mean, I ain't never just thought about executing anybody because my mama was,
Well,
didn't cross my mind.
about executing people.
Just going off on a spree
Oh,
because my
oh.
childhood wasn't like I wanted it to be, or
Mm,
or how I thought it should have been. Doesn't give me the right to be a crappy person. I don't think, but what do I know?
true, true. So what role did peer influence and group dynamics play in escalating the violence? I mean, obviously they were feeding off each other, and that's normally how it goes in a group,
Until
in
you
a
get
gang.
caught.
Huh?
I said, yeah, until they got caught.
Well, I mean, cults, whatever, they all feed off of each other when it comes to those things.
Hmm.
So we say rest in peace to this family.
Yes, 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 yes. To the Lillelid family.
And who do we
Oh,
have here?
that's so sad. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, that was the. And you know what's crazy? Because Peter looked. Let me see if I can find that picture. Peter looked just like his dad.
Does he?
Hmm.
That looks like him as a baby too. Tabitha,
Let me see.
Delphina. Very, very sad.
Let's see real quick. We can see what's that right there. Oh, it took me somewhere I didn't want to go. Real quick, real quick. I wanna, cause I saw him on. I was looking at something today. Okay, so just a little bit of this, and then we'll be done. That's what I want to share.
had the opportunity to. And so that That was a temptation too big to resist.
And you came here and
Very
found a
correct.
job, right?
Yes,
What are you
very
doing?
correct. I do IT these days. I do IT.
And you found a wife.
Yes, it was even more incredible.
Tell me about your lives here in Stanford.
Ordinary, I would say. I think for most people look like that from the outside. Um Working, and then you do stuff when you have time off. Of course, everyone notices that I use a wheelchair and sticks. Not everyone, quite frankly, few people have the courage or motivation, I should say, to ask why. But of course, that's what puts me apart from most other people. My story, that is.
When people ask you why, what do you tell them?
It differs completely. Sometimes it's kind of hard to say people, hey, I got shot, under quite horrific circumstances. So it depends a little bit on what circumstances and how you say it. But the closest friends and family, they all know. They all know.
Okay. So I just wanted to show a little bit of him, his face and him talking,
Okay.
saying a little bit about his. I thought that was pretty remarkable. He still, here we go. This is perfect example.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that. He didn't go on a pity party, and he didn't suit up with some other people who had no trauma bonding and go on no damn crime spree. He works in IT.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Worked it out. Worked it out. And
Yep.
IT they make pretty good money. All right. You got anything else?
I got nothing for these people. Know how I feel about it. An eye for an eye.
I am definitely going to look up this little boy so we can see what his what
Yeah.
his what his charge was, because I'm curious.
Jason Blake Bryant.
Since they showed his since they eventually showed his picture, he looked bigger than a 14-year-old, which could be the reason he was with them, because he I wouldn't have guessed he was 14.
Yeah, he was a big corn fed. It's like he was from Omaha somewhere. He was very big to be his age. Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
said he has remained incarcerated in Tennessee for decades. Let's see what they gave him. I have parole. Okay, over time, changes juvenile city laws have affected parole for some juvenile. But Bryant's conviction remained among the most serious imposed on a juvenile in Tennessee. He could not receive the death penalty. He
Because
pled
of his
guilty and
age.
received 3 life sentences for first-degree murder, additional prison sentences for attempted murder, especially aggravated kidnapping and robbery. So
That's
we
what I'm
could probably
saying.
look.
So he's still locked up without the possibility of parole, even though they said all that extra shit. Just say he not never getting out. I
Mhm.
guess they have to charge it like that to state all of the charges like that.
Well, there's, you know what? One more thing. Let's see. We'll see. And T Doc. Now let's see what what old Jason may look like today. Oh man, why do that to me? Oh, it's temporary service temporarily unavailable. It won't let me look. Ah ha ha. Something wrong with their website. Let me try one more time. Yes, their website is down for some reason.
Hmm.
Right. All of the sites too. Maybe they doing a
maintenance or something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Ding, ding, ding. I might have got in. Because I got hot. Because I got hot. Bryant. Jason. I would say his race is white. What do you think?
Really?
Listen, you cannot assume these days.
I'm not gonna say what I wanted to say, but go ahead.
I'm not able to find him anyway. Bryant is the last name. Let me see. Jason. I wonder why they put Jason Blake like that. Is that his first name too?
I'm assuming Blake is his middle name. He has three first names.
Yeah, it's not showing him. What did it say? Okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead and end this, and we might come back and let you know what we find out about it. But until next time, peace out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts below.
Peace.